about Ugandan stories. Of course, the 2026-2027 Startimes Uganda Premier League officially is kicking off tonight at 8 p.m. Of course, it's going to be between Vipers Football Club. That is going to be entertaining Entebbe BPC in that perspective. So, before I give you the full list of the fixtures that are coming up in the Southern Ghana Premier League, let us give you my predictions of the teams that I fancy are going to be doing very, very well in the Southern Ghana Premier League. Of course, you remember the 2025-2026 Southern Ghana Premier League was won by Vipers Football Club. The team cleansed the trophy with 67 points. Okay, that's Vipers for you. They won the Southern Ghana Premier League with 67 points, finishing 5 points ahead of KTCA. That finished second last season in the Southern Ghana Premier League. And in that perspective, Vipers recorded an impressive run in that perspective in the Southern Ghana Premier League last season. They recorded 19 wins in the Southern Ghana Premier League 2025-2026 season, and they picked up 10 draws in the league last season, and eventually the team only picked one loss in the entire process last season, only conceding 17 goals last season in the Southern Ghana Premier League. That's Vipers Football Club for you. So what is your anticipation in the 2026-2027 Southern Ghana Premier League? Which team are you looking at as the favorite to win the league? Are you looking at as KCCA being your favorite to win the league? Are you looking at the Football Club as your favorite to win the league? Are you looking at the Blast Power as your favorite to win the league? Are you looking at NEC? Are you looking at the AC Villa? Which team are you looking at as your favorite to win the Southern Ghana Premier League? Of course, all these teams have reinforced the technical team, and they scored immensely in there. Of course, at Vipers Football Club, Vipers also added in a number of experienced players into their books. They resigned Cesar Manjoki, they added in Farouk Mia into their books, and again they went on board to add in a foreign coach in the name of Dennis Levin into their books. Vipers is one of the most organized teams in the country, and they're doing incredibly very well in the domestic games here in Uganda. And when the KTC Brian Senendo, KTC was equal doing very, very well in the actual last season in the Southern Premier League, and the team was doing very well. And has one boss who is making of the team, adding a number of experienced players into the team, around 12 players that if I can still remember very well, that the team added into their books. NEC Football Club added players into the team. The Southern Ghana Premier League is going to be so stiff this time around. So what is your prediction in your own view? Which teams are you looking at as the favorite to win the Southern Ghana Premier League? Now, here comes my predictions for the Southern Ghana Premier League 2026-2027 season. Okay, let's first talk about Vipers Football Club. Of course, when I was beginning the show, I did tell you that Vipers Football Club, they are my favorite to win the 2026-2027 Southern Ghana Premier League. We all know how good Vipers Football Club has been last season. Remember, Vipers last season, they won the Southern Ghana Premier League with 67 points. 5 points clear ahead of second up runners KCCA Football Club last season. So out of that, Vipers, they recorded 19 wins in the entire process last season in the Southern Ghana Premier League, only conceding 17 goals and recording 10 draws and only one defeat in the entire process. But I think Vipers Football Club can be a position to pick it from where they left it last season in the Southern Ghana Premier League. They are my team to talk about. They added in Cesar Manchoki, one of the proven strikers in the country. He did it with Vipers Football Club long time ago. Before he left the team and Vipers Football Club decided him back, he was going to be coming with a lot of experience in that team of Vipers Football Club. Farouk Mia is equal there into the team. Who doesn't know what Farouk Mia can offer for you in the team? Even the national team of Uganda have seen how good Farouk Mia has been for the team, and Vipers Football Club has gone so far and added Farouk Mia into the team. This is going to be another actually good one for Vipers Football Club. I'm looking at the Vipers Football Club winning the league. They are going to be winning the Southern Ghana Premier League season 2026-2027 season. They have got my percentage over 45%. Second is going to be Team KCCA. We all know last season how good team KCCA gave hard times by Vipers Football Club. They came so close to Vipers Football Club. Only 5 points adrift of Vipers Football Club. That was not a bad one for Team KCCA. Brian Sennon though. Yes, he tried everything possible to see that KCCA nearly comes to win the league. But apparently, Vipers Football Club came up boldly, showed the maturity that the team was having, showed the quality, showed the squad depth they were having in to win the league. Now with KCCA, with the youngsters that they have at their disposal currently, Brian Shannon though is building a brand with KCCA. Brian Shannon though wants to make sure that he gives her time to Vipers Football Club. I think after winning the Football Super 8 trophy with the KCCA, Brian Shannon though is going to be having his eyes on Vipers Football Club, knowing very well that last season Vipers Football Club was the biggest actual threat for them. What other mechanisms is Brian Shannon though going to be implementing into this team of KCCA to ensure that KCCA wins the league? KCCA has got youngsters who are capable of doing magic in the league. They are doing club very well under Brian Shannon. He's building a brand with them. But these youngsters, I think they are not good to go to win the league yet. Brian Shannon needed to actually establish a brand for him, like 2 to 3 seasons for him to win the league. That's Brian Shannon for you. I'm giving KCCA 25% to win the league. Third on my list is AC Villa. They're going to be finishing third in the league. I'm giving AC Villa only 15% just because AC Villa, well, they are one of the community-based clubs. They are very organized. They are a team that has got a direction in the league. They've got the 12 players who are always supporting the team. That's AC Villa for you. But I think the quality that the AC Villa possesses does not meet the standard that KCCA is having, does not meet the standard that team Vipers is having. So I'm looking at the AC Villa finishing third on the log with his actually 15% rate. In that perspective, of course, fourth on the agenda is going to be Team Chester Football Club. We all know how good Chester Football Club has been in the transfer market, signing a number of players into their book. Chester Football Club reinforced the team mercilessly. But the good thing here is that Chester Football Club, they are going to be having the continental engagements. They are going to be playing in the CAF Confederation Cup preliminary stages. Even the Vipers are going to be playing in the CAF Champions League preliminary stages. So they have got a big mantle. They have got a big taste in the league. Fifth on my agenda is the team of NEC Football Club. NEC has been a team in the last 4 seasons in the Uganda Premier League. This team has been doing incredibly very well. We saw the quality that the team NEC Football Club showed up in the recent Football Super 8. There's no doubt about NEC also. They can come on board and probably cleanse the league. But my teams that I felt are going to be winning the league is Vipers Football Club. Okay? Vipers Football Club is going to be winning the Tottenham Ghana Premier League 2026-2027 season. I'm giving Vipers 45%. Second on my list is KCCA. They're going to be finishing second for the second consecutive season with 25%. And then third on the log is going to be AC Villa. They're going to be finishing third on the log with a 15% rate. Then fourth on the list is the team Chester Football Club. Matches the team has added in a number of players into their squad, but I think they are not going to be matching the standard that the KCCA and Vipers are going to be possessing the league. They are going to be finishing fourth on the log with 8% rate. Then fifth on my list is team NEC. They are going to be finishing fifth on the log with a 4% rate. In that perspective, of course, in my relegation threat, I'm having Lugard Football Club. They are going to be finishing in the actual relegation zone. They are going to be getting relegated in the Tottenham Premier League. I'm looking at Katanga Football Club. They're going to be getting relegated from the league. I'm looking at Ntika Seze. They are going to be getting relegated from the league. And equally, I'm looking at this team in the names of Mbarara City. They are going to be getting relegated in the league. So when you look at the games that are coming up in the South African Premier League, of course, tonight at 8 p.m. sharp, we are gonna be seeing Viper Football Club entertaining in BBC. This game is gonna be live on Former TV at 8 p.m. Then tomorrow, we are gonna be having a series of the games coming up in the South African Premier League. Of course, we are gonna be seeing Black Power entertaining Duka Saze. This game is gonna be at Hoima Stadium at 4 p.m. KCCA is gonna be hosting Nike Football Club at the MTN Omoni Stadium Lugogo at 4 p.m. Lugo Football Club is gonna be hosting Chige's Homeboys at 4 p.m. at Lugo Stadium. Police Football Club is gonna be entertaining Parada City at 4 p.m. at Chira Police Arena. And then AC Villa is gonna be hosting Chitar Football Club at 4 p.m. at Motisatu Stadium Wangul Kuku. Then the last game tomorrow is gonna be between UPDF that is gonna be entertaining Kataka Football Club. This game is gonna be at 7 p.m. at Ham Stadium, Nachibubo. Then on Sunday, we are gonna be having a number of games equal on the card. We shall be seeing Bull Football Club entertaining Esprit Football Club. This game is at 4 p.m. at Football Technical Center in Nzeru. Maroons is gonna be up against URA. This game is gonna be at 4 p.m. at Motisatu Stadium, Wangokuku. Then these are the games that are coming up in the Uganda Premier League must the one fixtures. Okay, these are the games that are gonna be coming up in the South Uganda Premier League must the one fixtures. 4 teams will get relegated from the league, and only 2 teams will be promoted from the former big league into the South Uganda Premier League. In that perspective, so crossing up borders and going up internationally in the English Premier League, we are going to be waiting to see who is going to be winning the English Premier League season. But there are games coming up on card tonight. Of course, Crystal Palace will be hosting Manchester City. This game is going to be at 10 p.m. Then tomorrow, Liverpool at Anfield are going to be hosting Nottingham Forest at 2:30. After that, at 5 p.m. we shall have the series of the games coming up on board. Bournemouth will going to be hosting Everton at 5 p.m. Coventry City is going to be hosting Hull City at 5 p.m. Tottenham Hotspur at 7 p.m. sharp. They are going to be hosting Newcastle United at 7:30. Spurs hosting Newcastle United at 7:30 p.m. in that part. And then on Sunday, series of the games coming up on board. Chelsea is going to be entertaining Brighton and Hove Albion at 4 p.m. Leeds United is going to be hosting Brentford at 4 p.m. Sunderland is going to be hosting Fulham at 4 p.m. And then at 6:30 on Sunday, Manchester United is going to be hosting Ipswich Town at 6:30 on Sunday. And then Monday Night Football will see Aston Villa entertaining Mikel Arteta's Arsenal Football Club at the Villa Park at 10 p.m. So guys, my time is up. I need to leave the studio for the next program to come in. It has been me, Senior Geroh, the host.